it feels a lot bigger than the old desk already. I feel like everything was always just right on the verge of falling off. It would all just be blocking the drawers. That was the only place to put stuff. Would just be right in front of the drawers, and if I ever had to get in, I would just be shuffling them back and forth. I think it's only about a foot wider, or maybe not even that much. And it's got a little more width there. I've got the desk pinned up right underneath the light switch here. I was trying this earlier. I think the light bulb's gonna freak out, but I got the rate up. Nope, no. What's going on? All right, there we go. It's like the stupidest trick in the world. Yay. This light bulb is just, I guess, broken. I think the most annoying part is just moving all the little guys back and forth. As you can see, I don't like to keep this messy. I usually had this in a drawer, but had a lot of like health insurance and unemployment and FEMA and just like a lot of like government entity paperwork and calls and stuff to deal with, which has just been like such a nightmare. So that's what all that is down there. I was trying to figure some stuff out this morning. But yeah, I have a little bit more space. I'm using this TV. It just has the legs on it, and the adapter and all the cords and stuff don't fit under it very well. So it's been kind of a hassle. So I was looking at monitors, just something on one stand that can be raised up a little bit. I was looking at like cheaper ones, but you know, they're still like maybe like 100, 150, something like that. I was thinking, well, I already have this TV I'm using as a screen, so it's not really a necessity. And then I started looking at desks, which I also wanted, because I just wanted some more space to spread out. You know, the stuff I was looking at was like the same price range as the monitors, so if they both serve the same purpose of freeing up some space, the desk is a lot more valuable, and I can just get a monitor another time. But yeah, I really didn't. I had this up on sock wads, but I had this up on so it could be up high enough to put the adapters under. But now I actually have some room. I'm toying with the idea of like being able to keep the computer down low, ideally up here, to be able to have a switch, just so I'm not shuffling stuff around so much. So before, I could have it on the low part, not on the shelf, but with the adapter, which sticks out like that, there wasn't enough room for the keyboard, and so it all just felt really jammed in. See under there, it's still kind of, you know, it goes straight out, and then, so I have to have the HDMI plugged into the backside to go into the TV. So that's got to be on the front, but it's just right in the way, so I can kind of push it up, and it's sort of something. But I have more room down here. Before, this would have been, you know, like all the way out here, just kind of falling off. So this might actually work okay. And yeah, then the drawer can open the other side. I still have to move that around a little bit, but I also have space in the front, so which I didn't have before. So I had Vowel claim out for moral support this morning when I had to just call a bunch of insurance things, which I did not want to deal with. It's just been kind of a nightmare with all that stuff lately. I had to do a lot of it yesterday, and I did a decent amount of it, and then a lot more stuff popped up that I didn't expect. So just what I was already planning to do got really bogged down with a bunch of extra stuff to do. I'm not quite sure. I got this subwoofer from my boss at work who's upgrading his system, but which is nice to have for computer speakers, but I don't know where to put it. It's always just kind of floating around. So everything just took a lot longer, and the list of tasks kept growing. And so this stuff, which was originally what I had planned to do yesterday, I didn't even get to because I was so bogged down. And so I put it aside yesterday, and I was like, I put it away, like mentally. I felt okay last night, and then this morning I was just so stressed about it, just kind of hit with this like full force of anxiety about it. I don't even know how this is threaded through here. And usually I'll wait in bed for a bit, and I have a lot of like reviews and studying stuff I just do in bed. I was trying to do that, and I just couldn't focus on it, and I woke up kind of early too. I just had to get up. And so I was doing that first thing. I think I got it figured out. There's still some stuff up in the air that's all very confusing. Just kind of a load off my mind getting that done. Today is my last day before I have some work days, so I really wanted to get it done. Because that's just a terrible feeling when you have that stuff on your mind, but then you still have to be at work, just kind of pretending to be okay, and you're just like dreading the stuff you have to figure out later. You know, at least for now, I got that stuff is out of the way, out of my head. Gonna try and clear out some of this stuff. I think a lot of it is trash, but it's like bill notices and stuff like that, because there's some stuff up in the air still, potentially. I wanna keep those for now. Yeah, a lot of this stuff, I just like, it's probably online somewhere, but I just don't know, so I'm just gonna hang on to it. But I really don't like just having a bunch of paper clutter. I've like held on to a lot of this stuff because I didn't know what to do with it. I don't even know where to put this stuff. I had like kind of a mail drawer on the right side before, but I don't like just having a bunch of stuff I don't need to get to. I'd like to not keep things I don't regularly use in there. I don't think I need, but keeping just in case. Just kind of worried about being like overcharged by these insurance. Don't need that. Having like overlapping insurances. So I got a pretty hefty amount of stuff I can throw out. Film that I got developed a little bit ago, and this is what they gave it to me in. Keep all the negatives, and I keep them in this box with camera stuff. This might work out but up here is where I keep all my cameras, and the box in the back is where I keep the negatives. But I had taken all the cameras out recently. Normally that's what the hassle is I have to move everything to get to this box. I have no plans to do anything with these negatives, but it's just something, you know, I might as well keep. I've heard that negatives can last. You can scan them and get the pictures back if something happens. Like I guess back in the day when digital storage wasn't so prominent, that would be a valuable thing just to keep the negatives, because you would get your pictures developed and you'd have the prints of them, but if something happened to those, you still have the negatives, so there was a way to, it was just like kind of a backup option to keep those pictures. But anyway, alright, we got all that. I don't know why this is so big. Get the trash shot. No, I don't even care enough to move the tripod now. Get in there. So here's the old one. I'm just moving it right back where it was. I had it here, so the record shelf was back there. The desk was here in front of the window. It's kind of just like a dump area. I don't really like this. So we switched the desk and the record. And now I'm moving the desk back over here, but thankfully it fits. So I wanted something here for a while. We just didn't really have space because I used to have the desk, which took up some more room. This zone, as you can see, gets tons of leaves. So while I'm moving stuff around, I'll try and sweep up. I mean, this is just kind of a never-ending task. I feel like these tile floors just always dirty. I mean, always just has like debris on it. I feel like I'm constantly, no matter how much I sweep or clean, I'm constantly just stepping on crap all the time. For now, I think I'm just going to move everything that was on this table up. So we used to have over here a old dresser that we used as kind of a table and storage. And we kept basically all of our stuff that had smells, so like incense, candles, essential oils, and that kind of thing. And then we're trying to clear out space. You know, I feel like that's, we lived here for years and we're constantly just getting rid of stuff to try and moving it around. So we moved all of this from the dresser onto the shoe rack, which we already had out. So we just had less things on the ground, but they didn't fit very well, as you can see. But anyway, that kind of sucks. That was just a temporary holding place while we tried to find something else. Which of course just turned from temporary to it never changed ever. I don't even know how long we did that, but even got room for the broom. And now the door does hit it, but it can still open, so I don't know. It's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. Just constantly moving crap around in circles. So that's what it looks like now. This will definitely can be organized later, but this bag is full of more crap. I just have a bunch of like candles and incense in there. But compared to how it was before, where everything was just crammed onto the smallest space, now there's some room to spread out, can be organized, got room for keys and stuff. I always have a hard time with this, with stuff that needs to go out with me. Here, I'll get keys right now. There we go. And I'm always forgetting it because I don't have a good place to put it. And I have some in the desk right now that I just did when I was cleaning. I have a letter I need to send. And I for sure was probably just gonna forget that. There's nowhere to put it. I don't like crap on the counter either, as which you probably can't tell because there's a bunch of crap on the counter. Anyway, try and keep it relatively clear. And this stuff all used to be on the counters. Not all of it, this is just some extra stuff. Got, recycling. I could probably put a small recycling bin somewhere because I don't have one. I'm always just throwing it in paper bags somewhere, but geez, yeah, this is not usually so bad, but we do keep like coffee stuff and like tea, just kind of some stuff that used to be on the counters out. Made it here so it's off the counters, but anyway, but before there was never a spot, so I had something to take to the car, and this was always full. I felt like the counter was full a lot of times, or I just like didn't want to put more crap on it, or I would put it and I would forget it just because it's so messy over here, and it would just get lost in the clutter. So anyway, see if it works. Put my letter here with my keys. Can't get into the car without them. We'll see. I don't know. Everything just feels so pointless sometimes. I'm just shuffling, just moving stuff around. Okay, so here's the desk zone. I don't have a good spot for the microphone, which I only use if I'm recording voiceover for videos, which is not too often. So, I don't know, I don't have a good place to put it. It's just kind of floating around for now, but I do have some more space here now. It's something. It doesn't look great, but it's not really in the way. I wasn't even looking for a standing desk necessarily, but I'm glad I was just looking for a desk and this popped up. But yeah, it's definitely better to be able to like stand up and move a little bit. But you know, if it's low, it'll look like this. This is kind of how it was before, just with the smaller desk. But I'll just be here typing away, I guess. Feels better. I don't think it really looks that much different on camera, but you know when something's just a little bit too small, like you have clothes that are too small, or you know, something doesn't quite fit right. I have a lot of that with clothes because I've outgrown a lot of clothes. It's just gaining weight. It just got to the point where it was like almost fit, but it was a little uncomfortable, and like the whole time you're wearing it, I'm just thinking like, I wish this fit better, but it didn't. So that was how the desk felt. It was okay. So it was all good. It served its purpose. But I'm glad to just be able to spread out a little bit. So yeah.